Okay, there we go. Hello everyone. This is Sonia with Stamping Round the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. Go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, and there you can see more about me, what events I may be having, classes, things like that. And you could also see our products. You could place an order. You can sign up to have a workshop of your own. You can join my team. Any questions, anything I can help you with, please reach out to me. Okay. Last week I was showing you this month's paper pumpkin, which from July 2022, Sending Good Thoughts. And I just wanted move this out of the way. I'll put this here for a minute. And these are the ones made the way that Stampin' Up! Recommends. This isn't quite big enough really to put them all on, but I didn't know that you could see them better on the white. Let me just do this. It's going to just attract. Okay, so this is the way that their suggestions on how to put these cards together. Trying to make sure it's where you can see them. Okay. Then on Wednesday on my YouTube page, I showed some alternatives. Here's one where I brought in stamps from quite a few sets. Some of them are retired, but most of them, like this one's retired, but the rest are still available. Okay. Then I showed you, I did this one. This also is from using a retired set. But one of the things I just want people to know, yes, I am a little careful about it, because if you see something that I've done and you like it, and I'm using a retired set, you're not going to be able to get that set. But I also wanted to use it to encourage you to use what's in your stash, and if there's things that you like, don't feel that you can't keep them just because they're retired. All right. When you do it for a business, sometimes you do end up having to go through and weed out, because otherwise you end up not having enough room. And sometimes you may need to do that too, especially if it's stuff that you haven't used in a while and may not use again, and then you can pass them on to someone else. Okay, so those are the two I made before my video. Then I made these on the video. Okay, so that's at my YouTube page, which is just under my name, Sonia Ranger. So if you've not visited my page, I'd appreciate it if you would go, and if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Now, I saw I did copy, and I didn't put her name down here. Somebody wait a second, see if I can get her name here for you. Just a second. Maybe that's what I want. I want this one. Lavonne Schwendeman. Made, it was a Christmas card actually, using this specific fold, and I adapted it to doing one as a fun fold as an alternative for the paper pumpkin. And I just realized that's crooked there. Oh well. And I just wanted to make I'm going to show you how I did this today. Okay, so if you look at it this way, you can see it's like one sheet that's like this, okay, folded in, and one sheet like that, okay. And I'll give you the measurements and everything in a moment. And the inside, I added, you don't have to put extra paper here, or it could be designer series paper. I just did some white and I sponged on it, okay. And then when it was closed down, I wanted a little more, so I just put another piece of cardstock here, and coordinating cardstock. You could do that, or you could also do DSP there. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. And to start out with, I'm just going to place this right here to begin with. This is what you need, the sizes that you need for these, for today. You need one piece that is 5.5 by 4 1/4. That's the size of an A2 card when it's folded, okay? Then you're going to need another size. It's 5.5 by 7 1/4, and we're going to score on that in a moment. I'll show you that. Okay, then for the front, the part that's going to go, where is it? This piece right here, this piece, that is 5 1/4 this way by 2 3/8. And if you wanted to do one like I did here, that is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. All right, this inside layer is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4, and if you want these little side lights, I call them, they're 5 1/4 by 3/4. Okay, and as I said, you can do as much or as little as you want with those kinds of things. Okay, I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going. So I did cut the main parts. But I wanted to score this with you watching. Okay, so let me see here. I'm not sure. I need to put this here. Oh, my coffee cup. Let me move this to the side. So it's not very warm right now. I'll get over there so it gives me a little more room. Okay. So I'm going to open this. And actually I don't need that. So I'm going to, let me see how I can do this, and you might be able to still see. Let me just see. Will that show there? Nope. All right, some of it's out. So I'm going to move this way. Put that there. That may work. Yeah, if I have to see. I move this just a little bit more that way, just so you can see. I want to make sure you're seeing everything. Here, okay, so you can use a scoreboard. I'm going to do it with my trimmer, but you can do a scoreboard if you want. And 7 1/4 this way. So you're going to score along this side, the 7 1/4. The first score is going to be at 1 3/8. Now, just a reminder, where's my, okay, I'm going to show you right here, 3/8, okay, I'm going to do it between the 1 and the 2. Each of these, this first little mark's a 16th, the second one's an 8th. So this is 1/16, 1/8, 3/16, 1/4. Okay, so this is, so really, an 8th, 2/8 is 1/4. Okay, 3/8 is going to be this one, 4/8 is a half. So 3/8 is that line halfway between 1/4 and a half. Okay, for 1 3/8. So make sure, now that I told you that, make sure I line it up correctly. A lot of times that's what I'll do, is I'll even say, like, find where the 8 mark is, 1, 2, 3, just to make sure I get it, make sure the top's lined up, and then I'm going to score. And I score, I like a good score, so I score a few times. Some people don't, but that I like to have the extra score. Then 2 1/2, which is, that's an easier measurement. Then 4 3/4, and 5 7/8, which is, here's a 6. That's going to be 1/8 right before, so that's a 16th again. That's the 8. So 7/8 is right here, 1/8 before the 6. Okay, for 5 7/8. Okay, all right. So then it's scored like this. Okay, scored so you can see. Okay, now I'll fold that in a moment. Because while I have this out, I have to cut just a little more. I wanted to show you, because I wanted to use the front they gave us. So it is 5 1/4 inches long. And then this side, I'm going to want it to be 2 3/8. So 2, and again, there's the first 8th, second 3/8 right there, 2 3/8. Okay, and I just wanted to check something out here. I didn't think to do this before. Oh, second front. Second front is 1 1/4. So see, I've got more than enough if I decide I want. I'm not going to cut it right now because I may not, but I would just need it to be 1, because right now this is, what I have here is 1 5/8 right there, because a half is 4/8, and then, okay. So I do have a big enough piece if I decide I wanted to add something to the side like I did with this. So if I wanted another piece of that, I could, or I could do something totally different. All right. So now we have the base. We got the piece that you fold. We've got the front layer. Now for the inside layer, oh, I didn't cut one of these, but one of these was 5 1/4. So let me get that. It's 5 1/4 this way. So this way would need, for the inside layer, it needs to be 1 3/4. So that's right there. I kind of forgot I would have had that one cut. That's okay. And this, see, fits in here with a little, you can make it a little bigger if you want. I just wanted a nice, yes, it could have been actually, but there, it could have been another 1/8 bigger maybe, but right there. And so you might want to put this on before you do the rest, just because to make it a little easier. If you decided, if you thought you might want the side light things, you might want to put it on, before you attach this. I'm not going to do that today, I don't think, but I could, but I don't know what I want there right now. So I'm not going to do that right now. All right. So, but if I decide, I can come back to that. All right. So what you're going to do for folding this, the first fold is going to be a mountain fold. So you're going to fold it back and score it. Then you're going to fold it forward so that you have, so it's a mount, we call this a mountain because it sticks up, and this a valley because it goes down. This side, you're going to do the valley, and then you're going to do the mountain. So when you're done, see, 2 mountains, 2 valleys. So mountain, valley, valley, mountain. Okay, it's like that. And if you want, you can also just, once it's, I just try to get it as crisp as possible so it will lay for me the best possible way. Now this is going to go there, and you want that in the center. So if you want, one of the things you can do is, because this is 4 1/4, so half of that is 2 1/8. So if you want to, you can just go 2, it's 1/4, so 2 1/8. Okay, you want to make sure, see, just to show you, 2 1/8. You make a little tick mark there so that when you set it down, you know that you can make sure that this center, when you set it down, is going right there. Okay, so, and you can do this with, and then you can adhere it with whatever you want to adhere it with. You can do it with your liquid glue, you could do it with your tape runner, you could do it with the tear and tape. I'm going to do it this way because I want to be able to move it just a little bit if I need to. Okay, and that's one of the things, you have a second or two with the glue. So I'm going to close this up like this again, just to help me. And then right here, there's the tick mark. So I'm doing that. Yep. And I want to make it even top and bottom. I don't know why that's sticking over a smidge there. It doesn't matter that much really. There. And then I'm just going to do this. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to take my bone folder, just go along here to make sure it really is adhered well. Okay. Thankfully no glue came out. There. So here's this. I'm going to do this once more here. Once more here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so there's that part. Now, this is the part that's going to go here. And again, you're going to want to center it. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp, decorate, whatever I want to do with it. Okay? So, I'm going to take this. And where's my... I had my idea here. Now, what did I do with it? Oh, I know. One of the things I want to do... Yes. I wanted to show you on here, and I'm not sure, because it's hard to see, but these are raised. You know, I meant to grab and then I forgot. Is it there? 1 second here. Let me just go over here carefully. I've got different bags I use for different things. If I can find what I want here, right here. I just wanted, somebody did this and I was like, of course. I was trying the other day to get it so that the that you could see these a little better, and I totally went out of my head, didn't even think about it till I saw somebody else do it, that you can sand it a little bit. Now where's my, all right, I'm gonna do it on here. So if you sand this, they show up better. Okay, and I just want to be a little careful because I do want to do a little bit of stamping on there. Okay, but see here you can really see it much better. Hopefully, anyway, it shows up better on the... This is a sanding block. Very... There. Okay, so you can see it hopefully a little better on camera. See those there. I think it shows up a little better there. Okay, so where did I put my oh, here it is. No, is that it? It's not it. Well, I don't know what I do with my Stampin' Pierce mat, but I've got something else I can use right here. I think maybe I took it out in the other room because I did have some little project I did quickly the other day out there, and it made its way back in. All right, so what I wanted to show you was how, it was right here, what did I do with it? How you can use the outlines of, oh my goodness, here we go. Like on one of my cards, I sponged over this to and it turned out it didn't give me quite, oh here it was right over here, quite the definition I wanted. But let me grab another. I thought I had one all set to go, but I'm not finding my scrap paper, so I'm going to pull another one out. Got plenty of scrap paper here. I can get a hold of it. Okay. This I can do right here. So this one, I wanted to do this. The other card I did had this on it, and I don't know, where did I put those? Just so I can try and show you if I can find it. Oh, maybe it was this one. Oh yes, it's this one. Silly me. If you can see, I chose to put a piece of this on, but I wanted it to have a little more, so I used this, and I just, with my blending brush, did that in the background. So I thought I would do it also with this. Now it's gonna not fit totally on there, and I'm gonna do it in my Coastal Cabana, which is right here. And if you look at the color, I didn't want it purple because the background's purple, but I could have done the fresh Freesia because this has kind of a combination. Okay, so I may put a little bit of another blue in with it, but I'm going to start at least with this. Okay, now the one thing I found is that you do have to be careful because the center parts here, oh, something did that break? Let me just see this other one. The center parts here, yeah, part of that other one tore, so I'm going to bring this one over, I hope. Wait a minute. I know I have at least one more of those right here. Let me do this one. Is this one better? This one's in a little better shape. Okay. Now, see this one, it's pretty loose there. But you just kind of set it about where you want it, okay? And then you're going to do this, and you don't want the real... And then, here from the top, oh, and then it just broke off, didn't it? I'm just going to, this is what because they're loose here, I just put my fingers over it to try and hold it about where I want it. And then I ended up not rubbing so much there, but tapping. Then down here I can rub a little more. So it's not perfect, but it does give you a little bit, and some of this, it's going to be covered up anyway, but I wanted to give just a little more depth. Okay. And I maybe would have done the other blue. Let me just see, can I do the other blue just a little? Where's the one right here? See if I can get this kind of back about where it was. It was about here. Because I want it right here. I'm going to do a little bit with the Pacific Point right here, because I just want it kind of in the center. Oh, well, anyway, that'll be covered over in a little bit. You'll see. Actually, it turned out a little better the first one I did than this one, but it doesn't matter. It'll be all right, because as I said, it's going to be covered over. So I'm going to put this first and just kind of decide how you might want that to go. Okay. And you can use the glue dots that they gave you. I'm going to do these more near the center because some of it's going to go over the edge. And so obviously I don't want it to adhere to the part below it. Like when it goes on, like I don't want it to go, I want this to adhere to the centerpiece. I don't want it, to go, I don't want to have it be over here. Now once you get it down where you want it, if you do need some extra piece, you can just do a little bit, and I got a little too much there, but okay, so there's that. Then what I wanted to do was move some stuff out of the way there. Okay, so here's this part, and so see, that'll go right there. And then I'm going to put on, so what I wanted to do, I do want this, but I didn't necessarily want the red. So if you turn it over, I did that on, wherever I just had the other one, and I don't know where I put it. I'm hiding it on myself. It's right here somewhere. But anyway, I put it over here. I turned it over and I colored it. And I think I'm going to have him be green. Yeah, I want him to be green because I want him to show up. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. Okay, and I'm just going to do it with this just because I want it. And again, you can color them in with a marker, with colored pencil, whatever you want. I'm doing it this way because I want it a little bit softer than those would give. But again, you keep doing it till you get the color you want. It's lighter, it's dark. And you start out lighter and keep going over. Let me just see if, yeah, I think I like that. Then I'm going to do these, a couple of the stars, starfish, and I want those to be yellow. So I'm doing the Daffodil Delight. So I'll get my yellow brush. Okay, and then I want to do, where is it? He gave us these dots to like put on them. Let me just see. Yeah, I want that color. Do I want a dark? I think I'm just going to do this color. We'll see if I need a, yeah, it's not showing up very well. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. You just don't necessarily, whoa, as I drop them on the floor. I want my ink pads. Ugh. Let me just see here. This is, what is this one? Poppy Parade. So let me just see. I'm going to go, yeah, I think I went later. Yeah, because I don't want it the really dark. Okay, so wanted those. Felt like there was something else, but let me just think here. So seahorses like to grab a hold of like the coral or whether, well, not the coral so much, but usually it's more the grasses. But I'm gonna, if I can get this up here, I'm gonna put him more like this. I think that's where I want him. I'm not going to glue them down until I know for sure. And then these, I wanted these here. What else did I have that I wanted? I know there was something else. All right, well, the other thing I thought about doing was, where is it? Here's this. I'm using, this is from some other, which ones are they from? They were right here. Oh, and I may use that. No, I won't use that one. I'm trying to remember what I got them from. This is this one here from Oceanfront. And that other one is like the shells and the sand from Sunkissed. Okay, so I'm going to use those. Now they aren't, especially the Sunkissed one, is not real powy. And the one that came with them, I'll just show you because it also, I just seemed like it didn't, where is it? It's here, so right here. I may try this with you get the Sahara sand. Because it felt like this was not very well defined, but I could, okay, so let me try something here. Do I have the marker? I do. So let me just see if I do the marker, at least on these big starfish, or the starfish there. And, oh, I don't know where that other, but I'm going to use this. Actually, you know, that's really going to work. Let me just try this one more time. Put it on here to get an overall color. And then use my Stampin' Right marker just to go over these starfish. And then blow on it. Well, it's a little bit better than when I tried stamping it, so I may do some of that. But I'm going to start with, where is it? The sand first. Hope that's the wrong one. Where did I put it? Here it is. So I'm going to put, just like it's near the bottom, and it's not going to show. It's pretty light, which is okay. As much or as little. I'm going to pull this up here. Should have probably done, I wasn't thinking I should have done that before I, okay, I'm going to try this one, and I just dropped my marker, here it is, and try this and see how well these show up, because sometimes they don't, because it's a light color, and you know, I've already got color there, but I'm going to try it and just see if it turns out the way I like it. And hot on it a little bit. Oh, I should have had, well, they're a little bit, I should have probably had this underneath it. Maybe it would have turned out more, but you can see it. So if you want, you can even just do like this over it to, so it shows a little more. It's still not going to be super dark. Let me just see, where's this one? Okay. And the shells, I think I'm going to just put here. They don't really show up very well. But anyway, I didn't know if, oh, let me try in Crumb Cake. This is just a little darker. Maybe too dark, but let's try it. There. Oh. Okay. Well, it just adds more to this. It just looks more, you don't really see the, but it gives you a little bit of sand. That's really all I wanted, was a little bit of the sand. And if I could show some of those, because these are going to come here. And I think I'm going to pop that up just a little bit. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on him, or you could use the, where did I put my glue? Or you could use the glue dot. Okay, I'm going to just put a dot here. Maybe a dot there, because I'm going to use his tail to kind of hold him where I want him. Okay. Like that. I think I'm going to use a little bit of pop dots on these guys just to give it a little more interest. So, pop dot, listen to me, a dimensional. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And basically you can do, you know, as much or as little here as you want. You can see the other side was that light blue, but I wanted them to be yellow. So this is going to come more. Like that. I felt like I had something else there, but I don't think. I guess if you wanted a second seahorse, you could. And that would have to be the red unless you color over it, because if you want to go that direction. Anyway, I'm going to come back probably and put a little bit there. So here's this. What I think I'm going to do on the edges, because they're so light, and that's the same color that was Freesia. Let me just see if I do. Where's the... Did I drop the Freesia? I could do the Highland Heather, I guess, on it. And I don't see my Freesia right here. Thought I had it, but again, I may have... Wait, that's all right. Nope. Let me just see, where's my purple? It's right here. Because I just want this purple just a little darker here. So I'm just going to there. Maybe should have before, but I'm doing it now. Yeah, a little bit darker, just because I want it to show up more against the Freesia cardstock. So, should have thought of this earlier. It would have been easier before I put these guys on, but it's okay. We make it work for us. At least the best we can. There, that's a little better, because now you can see it a little better. And then so let me get this. Okay, all right, there, that's good enough. So if I had thought of it, I would have done that before, but there, it's okay. That'll be fine. And so now you're going to want to just glue it on the one side so it will open like this, okay? So what I have found works best for me, and I am gonna do, you can do the glue, you can do, yeah, we'll do, is to just put like a line of glue, whatever you're using, whether it's liquid glue or your tape runner. That's gonna go over on this side. And then I'm going to put another one right along the edge here. But I left a little space top and bottom because it doesn't go 100%. And now what you're going to do is, that's the front, this is the front. You're going to line here, because this is going to end up being this way, so I better turn it that way so I don't confuse you. So this, you want to make sure that these three sides are have about the same border around it, okay? There, see? So because you put it just on the other side of that fold, and on the edge here, so it's attached to the front, and it still will go over here like this, okay? Now for the inside, do I have the right one here? I think so. Where is this one? This one's too big, isn't it? This is not the one I cut, I think. Yeah, it was this one. Oh no, wait, that looks too thin. Oh my goodness gracious. I did say it could have been a little wider. Let me measure this again. What did I say that was? I said that is, well, it's 2 1/4, or about 2 1/8. So I wanted a quarter less, it would be 1 7/8. So that's, I didn't do that right. So let me just, 1 1/4, I want to change this. 1 7/8 inches. Let me make sure that's going to be right now that I wrote that down. Okay. So it's 5 1/4, 1 7/8. Let me make sure. I'm going to trim it and then double check it. Make sure this is really. That doesn't look right either. What am I doing? Am I not? Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. See, it's got about the same amount. It's hard to see here because of the, but it does have about the same amount around each side. If you wanted a little bit bigger, the 2 inches I think would just be a little too much. All right. And then you're going to put on the inside, then here you're going to put what you want in here. So I am going to do a little bit of sand there. And I'm going to make kind of a combination here. I think this time I'm going to do a combo of this. So this one is Sahara sand. And then I want just a little bit of the crumb cake in with it. And then, let me try this. Kind of like I did before, see if it's any better. This time I did crumb cake before I did the Sahara sand, but let me see if I like this any better. I don't know if you'll be able to see. A little better. Did the crumb cake, and then I colored over these. Yes, I like that a little better. This gets a little darker. So there we got a bunch of starfish. I'm just going to leave that, I think. And then where's my blue? Let's do a little bit of blue here. And maybe just a swatch of purple in there. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, see how I like that. Draw on a little more purple. Maybe just a little more because it's really look a little more under the sea there, like the others a little. There, I think I like that. Just a little, not a lot. I think I like that better. I'm not going to put anything on the inside, my usual, because I'm going to leave it till when I know who I'm giving it to put my inside sentiment. Okay. Looks like it's right there. All right, so let me the only other thing I did, you know what else I might like? Where is it? Where's my, did I bring it over here? Yeah, here. Suddenly I was realizing I might like one of these, a fish over here going through there. It's this way. So let me see here. Where's it's going to be a little small. A fish. I'm going to do the fish green also, I think. Okay, I just wanted to see how it looked. All right, there are this, is that the right one? No, I get it backwards. This is the right one. Maybe, see if I can grab my, and because it's little, it'll go on the small. Oh, no, I just dropped something. What did I drop? Did I drop the fish? No, I don't know what that was. It fell, but okay. So I'm gonna this is our mini Stampin' Emboss machine. And just, moved a little. If you need to, you can use some washi tape or a what's it called, a post-it note to help hold them down. I'm gonna put this right over here so I don't lose that. There. And whoop. I'm just, because I want you to be able to see the eye better, I'm just going to take my marker and just do that. There. Put a little thing on his mouth also. All right, where's my... I'm going to put him kind of like this, I think. So I just put a dot of glue on him. Or you could use your glue. So obviously you don't have to do all this extra stuff. You can just use stuff from the kit. But I did want to show you, you know, like a couple of different things there. I think I like that a little better. Four things. Do I want another? A lot of times we have, feels like it needs one more thing, but I don't know what else to put in there. Unless I want a shell or something, but I don't think so. I guess I could do one more little fish, but I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, you know what I might try? Let me just see here. I just think I'm going to... If I stamp him back here, where do I want him to be? Right there. I'm stamping this off because I want it to look like it's further back. And what's difficult is that, try it one more. It's a little difficult because with the ridges and stuff of the from this, it does make it a little more difficult. And I may outline him later with the green marker, which was here, but it fell on the floor. But when I do the still picture, you'll be able to see it better. All right, and then I just got these adhesive backed sequins and gems from our mini catalog, and these are Coastal Cabana and Fresh Freesia. This up here is just an iridescent gem, but thought I would use, if I can get a hold of it here. This does not want to come off. I think it's stuck to something. There, do it this way. And where's my, this one moved up here, so maybe I better do it this way. I'm going to do the Coastal Cabana rather than the Fresh Freesia, because I don't know how well the Fresh Freesia may show on here. And there's a lot of Fresh Freesia, so I'm just going to do it like that. 1, 3, and actually that fish is probably going to end up being covered up because I want to add, and where's my, so I can just see what I wanted to put on here. Thinking of you, can't wait to see you, wishing all the best. The other one had wishing all the best on it. So this one, I think I'm going to say, sending you good thoughts. Where's the, oh, it'll fit on, this was from the, where's the sending? I don't know that this is going to fit on there. I think, yeah, that one needed to be better, or bigger. Ugh. Where's the, so I think I'm going to do the thinking of you on this one. And what might be the best color there? Maybe the blue. Let me just see, where is my, now that I knocked them all on the floor. Let me just try this. Do what I usually do and just kind of stamp in a couple colors. Thinking of you. Yeah, I want that green. Try it in Yeah, my thumbs are all, where's my, right here. Thinking of you, which color, I just need to know the color I want now that I dropped everything here. Here's my yellow right here. I think the yellow might not, maybe too light, but let's see. Try it over here, seeing as I got it here. Oh, in some ways I like that. I think I might like that. Thinking of you. Thinking of you. The other blue is on the floor way over there. I think I'm going to try the yellow. I may be sorry, but let me try it. And where's my little cushy pad here, which our Stampin' Up! Has the Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm going to put this right, so part of it there, that won't matter that the fish is in the background because it's going to be thinking of you. And I'm going to trim off, I don't want this little, where's my scissors? I'm going to trim this off because I don't want, I want that straight. Let me think, I want this. There, that's going to go right there. It'll go off to the side a little. Someone I was watching who knows more about these things than me said that if you can have something like this going off, it points the eye in the direction to make the person want to go to the inside of the card. Most of us want to go to the inside of the card because we know there's more there. There. Thinking of you, and if you wanted, as I said, you could put paper over on either side here, or you could just leave it like that. This one I'm just going to leave like this because I've taken up close to an hour, 50 minutes here just doing this. But I wanted to show you that and what happened to my, of course, right now the other card, did I drop it? Move everything out of the way here. There are some days when I'm crazier than others. Oh my goodness, because everything went flying so earlier, so maybe it did as well. I like to put, I didn't realize I got that all over that. Let me leave that there just for a minute while I kind of clear the decks here. And one of the things I didn't do is I've gotten so I don't on camera decorate the envelope, but that is something that I do like to do before I send it out, just to kind of pull everything together. And I'm not sure what I want on this one, so I'm just going to put that to the side for right now. But so there's the direction, the measurements. Let you look at that once more. And, oh, is this it over here? Nope, that's not it there. Oh my goodness. Well, Crazy Sonia did it again. Can't find my other card to put up here to show you at the end, but I will find it and I will put a picture on. Let me make sure it's not in with my other cards I had over here earlier. Nope, it's not. Okay. Anyway. So, alrighty then. That is what we have for today. This, I'm not even sure, this week and next week. I've got a lot going on my daughter's getting married in September. We got a lot of things we need to get done these next couple of weeks. Her showers, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. My son's also involved in a theatrical production that weekend. So we just have a lot going on here. So I decided that this week and next week I will be on when I can, and if I'm not on 3 times during the week, I'm not even on once a week. That's just how my life is going to be right now. And then I will for sure 2 weeks from now for sure be back with my regular schedule. That's my plan right now. You know, what we think we want to do and what we're actually able to do sometimes are 2 different things. But anyway, so I hope everyone has a good rest of the week. And until we meet again, everyone, happy crafting. Bye-bye.